Breaking right now, law and order campaigner Peter Bleksley has accused the police in Britain of being, quote, deceptive and dishonest by claiming the armed patrols of Britain's Christmas markets are somehow routine. Now, this issue has come to public attention after I posted this image. It was sent to me by a member of the Outspoken family and it showed the Dorking Christmas market at the weekend. But unfortunately, these sorts of dystopian scenes are now being seen across the country, with an obvious fear of an Islamist attack ahead of our most important season as a Christian country, and we love Christmas. Now, Surrey police specifically have faced a massive backlash over this. They posted on X, whilst you're out and about at events across Surrey in the festive period, you may see some armed police presence. We appreciate that this can be an alarming sight, which is why we wanted to take the time to reassure you that these are part of routine foot patrols to deter serious criminality and not in response to any particular threat. Our officers are more than happy to speak to you when out and about if you have any worries or concerns, and our main objective is to keep the communities of Surrey safe. But you can imagine the response to that sort of post. And it has prompted the Surrey police to have some sort of online meltdown, posting another message on X saying, our well-meaning post has unfortunately been used as an opportunity to be purposefully divisive and inflammatory. This has a direct impact on demand into our contact centre and can prevent those who need to access our services via our digital channels from doing so in a timely way. And Father Calvin Robinson, I am furious. I am absolutely furious with the Surrey police. When are our law enforcement going to learn that we're not concerned about divisive and inflammatory language, as they put it, the sort of language that saw 3 different police forces investigating Alison Pearson? What we want is to be safe. And we need to know why there are now armed patrols at Christmas markets up and down the country, Calvin, because before there was an Islamist terrorist threat to this country, that did not happen.
Absolutely. The police's job is to serve and protect the community, not to lie to people. If there is a threat, people deserve to know what the threat is. Don't say this is part of a routine foot patrol. There's never been a case in this country where routine foot patrols carry guns, assault rifles. That's never been the case in the United Kingdom. Our police, generally speaking, don't carry guns unless it's extreme circumstances or certain protection duties. And so for them to be walking around Christmas markets with assault rifles sends a clear message that there's a serious threat. And when the social media post is, well, it's just a foot patrol, people are going to speculate. But then, of course, what do they do as a response? They gaslight. It's the gaslighting I'm sick and tired of. Oh, you guys are the problem. You're making this incendiary and divisive. And no, if you told us what the truth is, people wouldn't have to speculate and people wouldn't worry. And actually, what people are worried about is you guys covering up a serious threat to their life. You're
Because they're
endangering them by
scared,
not
Calvin,
doing
of divisive and inflammatory language. That's what they're more worried about. Offending Muslim people. Well, we're not talking about Muslim people. We're talking about extreme Islamists. But unfortunately, we know they exist. And also, this is not a fantasy, Calvin. I mean, look back to Berlin in December 2016. I do not think this is spoken about enough. That attack on the Christmas market was utterly appalling. 12 people were left dead. There were more than 70 victims when a truck deliberately crashed through it. Even last year, Calvin, an EU official warned that there was a huge risk of terrorist attacks at Christmas markets across the EU. So surely we have a right to at least be told that there is that heightened threat.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious the reason they're covering this up is because if we realized the truth, we would all be angry. And the truth is that we didn't need armed police at Christmas markets before mass immigration. What has changed? Oh, we have a load of people in our country that dislike our way of life, dislike our faith, dislike our values. and want to attack us for it. That is the truth of the matter. And that's what they're trying to hide, because if they realize that most people understand the truth, there will be massive divide in this country. And they're trying to prevent that at all costs. They're not trying to prevent crime. They're not trying to look out for people. They're trying to prevent what this country is going to come to, which is going to be loggerheads, essentially. And you're absolutely right in that people should be able to go in a Christian country to a Christian market at Christmas time in peace, without fear, without worrying, without looking over their shoulder for hostile entities from a different land with a different faith. And that's where we are in this country at the moment, well, in the United Kingdom at the moment, in that people can no longer feel safe just going to a simple Christmas market. It's disgusting. But what do the police do about it? They get upset with the people for being upset. Like,
Our
just do your job.
terrible tweets, our terrible posts.
I hate
And by the
that we
way,
can talk about this stuff.
yeah, I wouldn't argue, Calvin, given the evidence from the past few years, I wouldn't actually argue that it is inflammatory or divisive in any way to point out the very clear threat of Islamist terrorism. Surely it's been honest and it's been responsible.
Yeah, I mean, the honest truth is that Islam is incompatible with Christianity. And when you have a country that is explicitly Christian, in that we have a state religion, state church, the judiciary, the parliamentarians, everything is Christian by the law of the land. And then you invite a faith in that is contradictory to that faith, you're going to get conflict. It's going to come out in some way, shape, or form. And then when you can't have open conversation about these differences, because to question or criticize Islam in any way is Islamophobic, then it will come out in other ways, and that will probably be in violence. And so you've got people who are angry on both sides because the conversation hasn't been allowed to have its censorship of the worst kind, which is why we see the Mohammedans attacking Christians and Christians being fearful of the Mohammedans.
Do you feel like Christianity in the UK is under attack?
Christianity's been under attack in the UK for a long time. There's this weird kind of liberal, snobby attitude about Christianity in that it's old-fashioned now, right? It's beyond us. We've evolved past that. But of course, to Christians, there's no such thing, because you can't evolve past the truth. And if you believe in Christian faith, then you believe that that is the truth, right? And so for people to suddenly start to say, well, we don't need it anymore, it's kind of like saying, well, we don't need you anymore. And that can be hurtful, and that's divisive. So there are many Christians who have gone quiet in the United Kingdom. And as a result of that, it's not seen as a Christian country anymore, because it's not publicly, it's not boldly proclaimed anymore. And so the liberals have pushed the Christians underground, and then the Mohammedans have come in with mass immigration and kind of pushing halal there, pushing Sharia there, pushing the Adhan there, praying on their rugs in the middle of the road here, like left, right, and center. We're seeing Islamification of Britain. It feels like it's become a caliphate because the liberals have pushed Christianity out. So yeah, Christians in the United Kingdom are oppressed, and that oppression will turn to persecution over time.
Father Calvin, I don't know if you saw it, but I want to play you Keir Starmer with the most underwhelming Christmas lights turn on in history. But first, we've been told our whole lives that wrinkle creams were the easiest way to look younger. Now one doctor says that's nothing but old news. According to Dr. John Lake, the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturizers. He says they hardly make a dent on your appearance, and some can even be harmful to your skin. Recently, Dr. Lake has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? So that he can pursue a revolutionary anti-aging breakthrough, one that some experts say could empty the wallets of the cosmetic industry. It's almost like Photoshop for your face, he explained. You may even be mad after seeing how easy it is to visibly erase your wrinkles from view. Sounds good, right? Well, his personal clients have dubbed his new do-it-yourself technique the age rewinder method, because it can take years or even decades off your appearance in under 2 minutes. In light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lake has released a step-by-step video to the public. It's free, it's uninterrupted, where he outlines exactly how to use this simple solution from home. If this helps even one person look younger or feel more confident, I'll be thrilled knowing I helped, Dr. Lake commented. The video's since gone viral. It was shared by users on Facebook, but now it's had 2.3 million views, and the comments and feedback are outstanding, with women reporting they look decades younger. One wrote, "Best results of anything I've used. I can't believe how well this works. I'll never stop using this. I don't understand how it works, but the results are great. Thank you." So you can find out more about this yourself right now. Go to bhmd1.com/outspoken or just click in the link in the description box below in our show notes. But I'll repeat the address now, www.bhmd1.com/outspoken. But there is one thing Dr. Lake asks from his viewers. If watching this video helps you look and feel younger than you have in years, then please share this video with your friends and loved ones. Together, we have the power to help as many women reclaim a youthful look as possible. So you can go and watch the video, bhmd1.com/outspoken, or click on the link in the description box below. But now, back to the show.
You please join me when I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! It worked. Nervous moment there, but it's all good.
Oh, Calvin, what did you make of it?
So awkward. Who is he talking to? That's like, it's the voice of a bored father, isn't it? Talking to a toddler. 5, 4, way. Like, there's no real character to him, is there? There's no enthusiasm there. There's nothing. There's no energy. It's just drained, dull, boring. I don't know what I expected from Sir Keir Starmer as Prime Minister, but this is probably it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I felt, Calvin, that video sort of summed up the mood of the country. This languid lack of enthusiasm and a sense of decline.
Your advertisement that you just had in the break had far more energy than Keir Starmer announcing turning on the Christmas lights for the nation. Come on.
Oh, Father Calvin Robinson, absolutely great to have you, and we will speak next week.
See you later. God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.